Okay guys, so right now I'm just practicing my bar chords because I'm pretty terrible at those and I have not been practicing those. So what I like to do when I'm practicing new chords that I'm not very good with, first of all I will play them each slowly, making sure that I got every note. It's like sometimes I don't get it, so. And then I'll move on to the next one. You know, at first I'm going to go really slowly. So I'm only practicing 3 different bar chords right now. And then as I get used to that, and I get used to like putting my fingers in the right position and hitting the notes, I start moving around and playing with them a lot faster and faster, speeding it up to see how fast I can get it into those, into that hand shape and stuff like that. And then afterwards I put in other random chords that I have already learned. So for instance, like, you know, and then I'm getting a little bit better. I've been practicing for like 2 days already, so. So then, like, since I'm getting pretty good at the F major sometimes, not all the time, we'll play that, and then I'll like scoot it over to E major, you know, and then I'll go back into the F, and see how fast I can get it into that position. Say, it doesn't really work all the time, which is the challenging part of this. Because the next song that I'm learning actually requires me to do from the F major. See, it's like I don't hit it all the time. The next song that I'm doing requires me to go from the F major into the E major. And then like after in A major, so after the A chord, it requires me to go into the B major, which goes into the C. So I have to like practice it typically in that row of line first. So yeah. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm not very fast at adjusting it from one to the other yet. Yeah. This is how I kind of got faster at doing all my other chords, like for instance, going from D, my bad, going from the D to A, to E, to A, to E, D, you know, I kept doing that positioning over and over again until it became like kind of almost like second nature to me. I mean, I still mess up once in a while, and, yeah, but just saying, that's basically how I do things. And so I couldn't figure out how to do these bar chords for a couple weeks already, and they just would not work for me because they're very difficult. But then I kind of remembered, I was like, oh yeah, the way I trained myself to do the other chords would be a very easy way to do it. Also, one tip that I do want to give you guys, I heard this on another video. If I remember his video, I'll link it down below. But he was teaching on how to get your chords down faster. So one way to do it is whenever you're going to put your hand into the position of the chord, sorry, my nose is like really itchy. Once you get to get your fingers into the right position for each chord faster and to train yourself a lot easier, all you have to do is you have to mentally remember what the chord itself looks like. Not just remember the name of the chord, but know the actual shape. For instance, F major, you bar up the whole entire 2nd fret, and then you put your fingers on the 5th and 4th string, and you hold that there. You know? So you got to remember that mentally. So every time you're about to go into the F, you got to know exactly what the shape of that chord looks like. Another thing is to go slowly into it. So for instance, something that I was practicing today especially, and a little bit of yesterday, was slowly, like, basically put your fingers into the position of the chord before placing it down on the board. So if you're, let's say you're in the E, so if you're in this position right here, where you're playing E, and you want to switch over to the F major, before, to train yourself a little easier, you lift your fingers, adjust your fingers into the position. It takes a little practice sometimes because you can't get it right all the time. Adjust your fingers into a semi-position of what the chord looks like before you place it down onto the fretboard, and then you adjust it, make sure you get it right. But the more you do it, the more you'll mentally remember how it is, so that your fingers will automatically adjust whenever you try to go into those chords in the future. Well, anyways, so I hope that helps you guys out. I mean, that's something that I've been doing that's helped me out. And I do apologize for my camera. It just goes on and off all the time, you know. It doesn't like to focus properly all the time. But anyways, so that's something that's helped me out with getting my chords down quicker all the time. So I hope that in the end, that helps you guys out as well. You know, and have fun playing. And I'm still a beginner too, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, if it was helpful for you, please leave a like down below, and hopefully I'll post a song soon. I mean, I've played a couple more, I've just been way too lazy to post them, so other than that, see you guys. Bye! God bless you.